Oh God. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Hope you can see me and you can hear me as well. Please try and make yourself visible and drop a message. Thank you. Good afternoon. I will be waiting for my co-host. Let me try and get to my Facebook. How did I get here to that? I hope I'm not closing all these things. No. New window. My Facebook login. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to minimize. I have not even sent the file in. I'll just try and give you a few minutes more, then I can just start. Since I've already logged on. Oh, I can see the co-host. Good afternoon. My guests. Good afternoon.
Morning from here.
How
I'm okay, and you?
I'm okay. As usual, I'm tired.
All right.
You look nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
How you
Have
doing
you
today?
done anything on your side there? Have you been able to check out what you can do from your side?
Okay. Let's see what happened here.
Did you
For
share
the
it on your community as well?
no, I
You
didn't.
remember to. Okay. Since it's just only us here, um, I don't know. Maybe we should wait a little bit before a few minutes more. It's just a few minutes past 3 right now. It's 5 minutes past 3. Should we wait for the next 5 minutes?
Okay.
You have 1 hour, isn't it? I'll try and work with the 1 hour. Me
It's
too.
okay.
My
It's
bad.
okay. uh, let's see what happened. How is it going there?
It's going well. What can I say? It's going well. Thank God. Yeah, I was just trying to see if it's connected to mine. That thing you told me about, let me just go and see if I can do it. I just remember. I think maybe when one is already on, it might not allow me.
I think so too. I think
Um,
so. I think so.
He actually what? It's showing on.
Oh, it's
Maybe it's
on?
automatically done it.
Okay.
It shows on. It's showing that it's on. I didn't
Okay.
do the setting no.
That's good then.
I just hope it's not when we're about to finish that someone will come in. Can you imagine the last live you did this on my page? I did not close the page. Um,
Really?
the moment I finish, I will just close the laptop. I don't. I'll come back and meet it. Let me just
I
paste
have
it now.
to see what's going to happen here. I think I should have. I'm gonna share this.
Um, they said that I should do it myself today. What's wrong? Oh, I know Jimmy said she will not be around today. That she's out. So I will check this Google thing up later. Oh, June. Hi, Babs family. Hope you're doing well. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And she's saying greeting to you both. That thing
Thank
I told you, my True Life, you cannot do it from your side, can you? Have you tried it?
um
Hello,
uh
MC.
I don't know though. So I just shared on my community though. I've shared and I sent a message on the comment section. Can you see that?
Yeah, I've actually highlighted that as well. I wanted to know if you can highlight message from your side, but the day I actually
Oh,
highlighted
okay.
with Google,
Let
I
me
couldn't.
see. Let me see if I can go from here. One sec. Okay. I'm gonna check that out now.
Good afternoon, the Babs family, so pure and Yemse. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you for coming. And thank you, Versatile Nurse. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We wanted to give you 5 minutes more before we start. So we have about, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes more so we can kickstart and not waste time. And
Okay. I don't it's not showing on my
yeah,
end.
I think that's why I noticed
It's
it,
not
that
showing here, yeah.
it's only from my side I will be able to. So, but if I see any message from yours, it will let me know it's from your side, and I'll
The
put it on.
live is not on my side.
Pardon me?
The live is not on my side.
It's not on your side.
Yeah, but it's okay. We can go on.
You should actually be, because when I did mine,
Yeah,
you're welcome, Versatile Nurse.
that's a
I also
time
have
yours.
said it.
You're
Said hi.
welcome. Thank you so much for joining MC Varieties. Thank you so much. The Babs family. Thank you. You all are welcome. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? How's your family? How are you enjoying the weekend? Today is a beautiful Friday. It's a sunny Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. Yeah.
No, it's not on your side. I must have. I don't know what the setting is. Maybe another time I will ask Google.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, dear.
Okay.
Okay. Family say great. Good to know.
Okay, that's good. So can we start? This is True Life. She has a YouTube channel as well. Please do well to check her channel out. I'm sure few of you already know that she has a YouTube channel. So, True Life, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining this wonderful show. This is morning here on my side. um, but I say I'm streaming from Canada, so yeah, obviously, Gores is streaming from UK.
UK.
So it's good to have you all here today. We have a wonderful topic to discuss. I am True Life, True Dash Life 246. I am a YouTuber in my channel. I talk about different things, relationship and marriages. I just do everything that we can learn from, basically. Yeah, that's me. Thank you so much, guys, once again for joining. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the case study uploaded. So you're welcome, True Life. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the support as well. God bless you. I can't see my screen again, so okay, it's back. Thank you.
Bless you
So,
too.
as the topic says, my name is Ore. Gorex, as you all know me as my handle name. Um, so as the topic says, should couples pay bill? I'm sure maybe we must have seen some the video that was going, or would I say trending from Nigerian side about a lady called Kiki. I might try and just show it on our Instagram page as well, where um she was invited to Toke Makinwa's podcast. So she was talking and she did say for her that she will like to pay bill with her husband, and that didn't sit well with some people, and some feel it is the man's responsibility to cater for all the bills, while the woman should just be there for maybe emergency purposes. I have my own area of where I support her and where I feel maybe it wasn't maybe well said enough. So this is why I brought this on. Like, ladies have been on about this billing thing and all that. And when if you live abroad, you know what it is for the second your partner to also be working, and what is expected of them to do. This is why I come to this topic of, should couples pay bill, or should it be a responsibility of just one person to do till when they are tired or something else comes on. And when we finish talking about that, then we'll move to the case study of, can your house help assistant share your matrimonial bed? That's if we have enough time. If not, we'll do that another day. Can you hear me? I got a message.
Yes, we can. Yes. So, you want me to speak first, or you want to say
You
something
can
about the topic?
you can speak.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much for this, for allowing me to join you on your show. So, for me, about this topic that has to do with splitting of bills, I actually watched the interview that Kiki did. So, for me, I don't really. It's good in a way, but she specified something that has to do with house rent, that she pays her rent. So she was like, I can't be in a house and not be paying rent. I pay my rent. So when time the maybe when issue comes, the man will not be able to tell me, come and leave my house, because I'm paying my rent, I'm paying the bills. So he won't have the right to say, leave my house. It's her house. I am paying the bills as well. So that's where my concern comes in. As a woman, it's good for us to have our own income. It's good for us to support our spouse, our husband. But splitting the bills, like, um, let's say 50-50, we're paying, let's say, for example, $1,000, the man paid 500 and I pay 500, stuff like that. I know people do it, but personally, I think I'm gonna speak more on the men's side right now. I think it's not actually the right thing to do because personally, I know there is there is will I say there's a force or there's a spirit that goes with money. You understand?
Yeah.
Once once one have money, once you're rich, once you become rich, automatically you kind to behave differently. Things start happening, your character, your behavior, and stuff like that. There's something that goes with money. So you as a man allowing your woman to split the bills 50-50, I think is wrong, because by so doing, it's like you are bringing yourself down. I think this whole thing started from when they come up with this idea of what do women bring to the table? Like, what do women bring to the table? Because originally that wasn't how God created this thing called marriage to be. Like, is a man's responsibility to take care of the wife and the children, right? But we all know nowadays, yeah, we have to like kind of assist the man in a little way we know we can. Splitting the bills, I just feel is like the man is kind of he's gonna lose some respect. That is how I see it. He's gonna like look at the way she was saying it, so like with full confidence. I pay the bills. He cannot come and tell me come and leave the house. You get, by so doing, she already have this confidence, this boldness, like, man, you can't do nothing. We are splitting the bills. You're paying and I'm paying, so you can't say shit. You understand what I mean? So if now the man is allowing her to pay all these bills, and now she have this ego, or she have this confidence that nothing will happen. We are paying the bills together. Anything happen, you cannot say anything to me because I'm part of it. You get. So I feel in a home like that where they are splitting the bills, because the man is not going to earn his respect. He's going to lose respect. Trust me. He's going to lose respect because that interview said a whole lot of things. Like, he explained a whole lot, and I'm not in support of that.
Okay, thank you. Um, does anyone have anything to say in the comment section? If you want to also join us online to hear your views, give us your own thought of what you think, you can let us know. Um, let me see if I can drop the link. So, from what I when I watched the thing, I watched a little. I didn't watch everything. I feel there's some part where, because she's someone who is a bit jovial, or would I say a jovial person. I think there's some part which she said maybe in a funny way. I think maybe she was joking. She was just trying to crack jokes. She might not mean it that way. Like, so that if he says this one, I carry you carry TV, I carry this one. It's just part of this thing. But at the end of the day, people take that into they run with it. I feel leaving everything to the man to take care of could also be overwhelming. My own thought, if the man is able to, this splitting of bills, I think it comes in place when, would I say it's not enough, or still living within what they have, the capacity. But we cannot expect that maybe things are really going well. Let's say the ministers, senators, those people that are quite, they will not be splitting bills, because I think everything will be covered. So it might be the investments, what they have together in their name, that it will be a case of who should be a signatory, or you can't take this out if I don't sign it. So I believe I think it's still a bit of it's still on the stage of, maybe we're struggling with certain things, that we're paying bills. What if they are not paying rent? Like she said, she pay rent. What if they've actually purchased their own house, paid everything everything is already paid? they would not be talking about who is paying for the house rent. So it all depends. But for me, I feel if a man, if you know he's not what he has is not able to cover everything that all the bills that you guys have, then as a woman you can come in to also assist. And the world that we are in right now has actually pushed ladies to say I must also have something in my name, because if something happens tomorrow, you don't know who is going to change. A man that you know yesterday or a woman that you know yesterday suddenly turn the other way, or they bring in another woman, and the story continues. Story will start. So it's actually good that you have something in your name as well. But now putting that as would I say something that you should be running with to poke him or poke her is what I'm not comfortable with. I don't subscribe to that. But for me, I feel a woman should also have something to do in the house. He also boosts the woman's confidence as well. There's so many things that the men did in the past that would I say our fathers, our wherever, all in the past was still present, that they're still doing that. The woman is not contributing at all. They feel they don't really, they're not able to really hear their opinion on certain things, because the man is the head of the house. If a woman is also paying or supporting the husband, you shouldn't stop the man from also still giving authority, giving the command and authority, and people should also their partner should respect them. I think things just need to be they just need to sit down and discuss things, how things should run. My own opinion. I'll pause there for now. Let's read. Is anyone coming? Okay. Um, Play great. You're welcome. She said good evening. I think it's evening at our own side, and greet. I should say hello to everyone. Okay. So from what I've said so far, I know you said the way she was saying, she was saying it with confidence. I really don't like, I think the confident too. I noticed it, but I don't know, maybe she was just being herself, as in joking, someone who is always playful. The way she was sitting down, does she mean it that way? Was she thinking of what her husband would be thinking why she said that? Because her husband might be opposite, listening, or is at home watching it. How would he feel? But yeah, does she mean it the way it sounded? Sometimes people will say something, oh, me, I don't like that, but they might not meant it the way it sounded to. They might have to recheck and say, oh, that's not what I really meant. We don't know. But for me, I felt maybe that if you carry table, I carry here. I thought that one was just a joke. But at the same time, people will say, oh, she's already planning for separation, that whenever it happens,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what which I think one of the actress said it, that maybe she's already planning for divorce. But I know that the situation of what is happening of recent is actually making a lot of would I say ladies to also get prepared for that.
Yeah, you're right. Like I said before, as a woman, supporting your home, your marriage, or supporting your husband is not a bad idea, right? It's not a bad idea at all. But when you say split the bills, I'm talking about, let's say, for example, 50-50, you're splitting the bills. I just feel it's not right. Like, I don't know. This that we are saying is just individual preferences. What I like will not be might not be what you like, and
Mm-hmm.
another person will not might not be what the other person will like, right? So I feel in a home, like in marriage, the man, the husband, is supposed to take responsibility, supposed to be responsible for most of those things, the spending and all. But that does not, for example, if the woman have her own income, maybe she's working, she's doing her own business, that doesn't mean she cannot support. I'm just thinking about, let's say the whole expenses of the house, let's say it's 100,000. Now the man will sit down and tell the wife, you know what, you pay 50 and let me pay 50. To me personally, I feel it's not right. It's not right. I've seen even there are situations whereby couples don't sit down to talk about these bills things, but at the end of the day, maybe the woman is even spending close to maybe half of what the man think is spending or even more. You understand? So let's say, for example, there are women, those of us that are not that are abroad. We all know right now the everything are so expensive right now. There are women that are responsible for the feeding, buying the foodstuffs in the house and all of that. Trust me, in most homes now, buying foodstuffs, getting stuff like everything that has to do with feeding in the house, I don't, I think it's much more expensive than paying the house rent. It's much more expensive now. You understand? So there are women that are actually paying even maybe close to or even more. But the aspect of you coming to say, let's split the bills, I just see it as a way of the man is bringing himself down. That's how I see it. I don't know if anyone in the comment section agrees with what I'm saying right now. Please feel free to let us know what you think. The link is right down the comment section. Click on the link, it can bring you up here. So you can tell, or you can as well just type your comments on the comment section. All right. So telling a woman to come and be paying per, you do this, you do that, I just feel it's going to bring demands. I don't know, maybe it's the woman. Like I said, everybody, people are different. It might make that woman not to respect the man the way it should be. That is the way the area I'm looking at. You understand? You are the man. You're supposed to take responsibility of all those stuff. But if your wife comes to say, you know what, my love, I know you're trying. I would like to assist in this way and da 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 da. It's good, but not just coming like you guys are the same. You're into like a business partner. Let's do this. You do no. No, I feel it's not right for a marriage to be like that.
I
No.
think the way she said it makes it look like it's a transactional marriage, like you do, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Initially, let's say a few years ago, of course, all the belief, or would I say all women's belief, is that a man should be able to cater for his home, pay the bills, this one, that one. But as time goes on, my own would I say perspective has changed about that. I feel I should also do something. Even if you can pay all the bills, I want to pay some bills.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to pay some bills. If you can pay, if it's 200 and you want to pay, you have 1 million. Let me pay at least £2. You understand? I want to pay bills. I want to get used to it. We never can tell if anything happen in the near future. Some people get on live, you log out of this world, and the woman is not ready. So you get ready for all that. You also have things in your name, but it's not a case of competition. It's not a case of competition that you do, I do, you must do, I must do. But it will be things that we both sit down and agree on. Of course, living in diaspora, you already people know that you also want to have bills in your name. There are certain things that hold on a minute, please.
Welcome, Shisom. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Please, guys, as you're coming in, please don't forget to make a thumbs up for the live. Please thumbs up for us. Please thumbs up. If you can share the live, please do share the live, okay? So we can have more people. The more people we have here, the more this live stream is gonna be fun, and the more we're gonna learn stuff,
Interesting.
because we are learning every day. Like I always say, we are learning.
Please, from the comment section, please let us also hear your let's know your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this? Please let's make it more interesting for us. And you can also use the link as she said. Welcome, Chisom. Welcome. So what was I saying? Like, people they need bills on their name as well.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to be Mr. and Mrs. There are some bills that you need on your name. So it could be something that you both sit down and agree on, I will do so thing, you do so thing. Of course, if the man decides to pay for the rent, if they are paying rent, and the woman is buying the food stuff, there's so many things that children ask for. You might even end up spending more than the man. It doesn't mean that the man is the one paying the highest part of it. But there are some homes where the woman pays everything. Maybe the man is financially down or something is happening, and when the man pick up again, he takes over. He takes everything over from the wife and relieve the wife. But in as much as that is also done, also of course the wife is expected to be having some savings because of tomorrow for the raining day. When something happen, they will be able to fall in that. But like I said, sitting down and agree on what to do. What if you want to share bills? Maybe I don't subscribe to 50-50 really. If it's 20, 40, wherever, 60, wherever that you
Thank
guys
you
can
so
do.
much.
Well,
It
pardon me?
shouldn't be 50-50. I say thank you so much
Yeah,
because it
no,
doesn't make
it
sense.
can
The
be.
mom is going to lose some respect. Like, that is how I see it.
When it comes to 50-50, that to me, that's a big competition. Is a big competition. Is a thing of you do, I do. If you say short before you finish it, I'll give you the up. You know, like the man will, even if you recline the chair, he's thinking you might come and say, that's where I want to sit down. You will have to get up, you go somewhere else. No, but there should be some balance. Like, this is what you do. Does it mean that if the man buys the car and you want to pay half of the car, that you say, okay, because you we want to do 50-50, so since I will be sitting on the passenger side, I have to pay for the passenger side? Or when the mother come, the mom will have to sit on the social side. So no, the 50-50 one is a no for me. If a woman can do 60, that's maybe the man is struggling.
Yeah.
And as at the time, what the man has, he can do 40. Yeah. And once the man climb up, things are doing well. Things will somehow go back to normal. The man will start taking responsibility of certain things and relieving the wife that has been helping for a while back. And she will also realize, because they are working together. They're not working as a, how do I say, as a colleague. I work that, that's your
Partner.
desk. You have your things that you have your files. Please don't touch my files. Don't touch my laptop. All those things. No, for me, it's a no. But agreeing on but pay us. Would I say, I don't know, maybe I should use the word spill bill. You can spill bill, but it shouldn't be 50-50. I even feel 60-40 is a little bit too much, except maybe the man is struggling. But if it's 20, 25, 30, I'd definitely, in fact, 100% subscribe to it, because I want a woman to also be active financially in the house. Don't just leave that. They shouldn't leave everything for the man to do. Even if the man is paying, using the rest of the money to, and or sending it to your account for children's upkeep, pay something. Get used to paying bills and assisting. Even when the man is not around, it's not too overwhelming for the woman. And this is also a training for even the children that they are bringing up, noticing that, okay, this is being done this way, but it shouldn't be a competition at all. That's what I don't agree with. Like I said, I felt you when they tomorrow something happened, you carry chair, carry TV, you carry this one, you carry the way she said it. I feel she was joking, but at the same time, looking into that in a serious part is a no for me. She
Um,
said, can we hear? Okay.
okay. Yeah. Is she some here? Is she at the background? Is she coming up?
No.
Okay.
I wanted to ask that, what's her thought on this?
Okay. You can go ahead and ask before I say
Hello,
anything.
Chisom, you're welcome. I don't know if maybe she's working as well. What's your thought on this 50-50? I mean, it's not 50-50. Splitting
Splitting.
bills with one's partner. Should that be considered? Should it come in place? Should there be exception? What are your thoughts? What do you think about it? Where are you looking at this from? Because we're looking. People look from different angles, and we're learning from each other. as well. So let us know what you think in the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up.
Great. Yeah.
Play great. Please let us hear from you. What are your thoughts? Do you agree to splitting bills, or you expect that the man should shoulder everything alone, or you want it 30 for 70? Let's hear what you think. Variety, versatile nurse. How come I keep saying variety? Versatile nurse.
I think I saw is it did I see varieties somewhere?
It's versatile nurse. It's me that keeps saying variety. Oh,
Versatile?
that's the MC variety, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, EMC
Oh,
variety. Are you guys still here? We don't know. We have, let's say, 5 people on. Please, let's hear from you. We know you've given us a good thumbs up. Thank you. And you're sending the wave, the love, the pink. Let us hear, what are your thoughts on this topic. I'm sure most of us are married, or we have children, or we have sisters that are married. What would you advise in such situation about this splitting of bills?
yeah. Yes, guys, feel free to use the link. Let us know what you think. So I just want to quickly say this again. Um, like I said before, there is this I don't know if I should use the word spirit or force that goes with money.
Money.
When money comes, trust me, people, we human, we change.
Hmm.
That's why sometimes we see our politicians, by the time they go up there, you see like someone that haven't actually handle a lump sum, like a huge amount of money. Then once you get it, automatically your brain, your thinking most times is going to change. So like the example you gave, like let's say maybe the man is having an issue, maybe the woman is paying higher at a time. And in that situation, my dear, it takes the grace of God. Most marriages that have such issues, maybe the man have little um, problem with his income or whatever. In such relationships, such marriages, go and check. It's not always rosy. The man is not always happy. If you see a woman that is paying bills and she still respects the man, like she's paying more, or let's say she's even responsible for all the bills and she still give the man the maximum respect, my dear, I don't think we have up to two women on this earth. Trust me. Someday she's gonna. It happens to the men too, but sometimes some of them know. Okay, I am a man. I need to be a man. So to a certain level, that understanding is there for the men. But you see, the women, by the time they start paying bills, and they are there paying the bills. Either they are responsible for everything or they are paying the higher part. Trust me, the respect is going to reduce. There's not going to be some like no regard and all of that. Why? Because it comes with this money. You understand? There's a story I heard about. I don't know if you read the story too, about a man that buys that buy the wife in US. He said with
Yeah.
all his savings, he sent the wife to the US. This is that. At the end of the day, he came to US, and now the woman has money. She bought houses and that. You can see like what it feels like, because now the woman have money. The attention is not there.
Hey,
Okay, I'm gonna let Shisom speak now because I believe she's at work, so she can quickly use that time.
hey, what's up? Good morning. Hey,
Good
guys,
morning.
I'm at work.
We know.
I'm
Yeah.
at work, but I have to quickly come out to do this. I don't know how far y'all have been talking, but the little I heard is the splitting of 50,
Yeah.
60. But my take on this is that there is no formula to run a family.
Hmm.
I keep saying it that every family is unique and there is no formula to run a family. And so, what works for my family might not
Yeah.
work for yours. What we are doing here today is just trying to give different, you know,
View.
perspectives to this. And you have to take what works for you. And I keep saying that Every partner should try to learn his or her partner. So if what you are trying to do might raise an eyebrow from your partner, don't do it. What you can do is try to do what is going to bring peace, unity, tranquility, and bliss in your own marriage. And so, my take is that whoever that can should please do more.
Yeah.
If you cannot, please don't kill yourself trying to satisfy someone else. I believe that I'm a little bit distracted. All right,
I
someone
know.
just walked past. So, what works is do what you can, try to um, help out the way you can. If it is a couple that have the same bill coming in both names, it's so easier. If it's in both names, that means you must already have opened a joint account so that it will be easier. But if you still have your individual account, I can't even see my husband coming to beg me for money. Can you please pay for a water bill? Then he will pay for. If I can, I will do everything. But if it's a joint account, what you will hear is that, oh, darling, I have paid for water. I've also paid for the phone. Um, have you checked if the gas is due? Okay, we have to pay it too. So
Yeah, it's
this
going
is
to
in a
be.
situation where the money comes out from the same purse. But if
Yes.
it's not coming out from the same purse, that is where we now talk about the splitting. And I've not seen this splitting type. I've never seen it. I don't know how it works because it's a little bit hard. How about if you split it and I'm not happy to pay my own parts of the split?
That is it.
So
Yeah.
yes, I might not be happy with that, and I might be dying in silence, and I will not like that. So if it's better, let there be a common course so that it will be easier for those bills to be paid because they are the mandatory, expenses that must be made in the family. If it is to go for shopping, that's different. But
Mm.
this one, they are mandatory. And we in the diaspora, you know how it is. If you don't pay those bills, you won't see all those infrastructure that we have been enjoying.
Yeah.
The lights will go, the water will go, and everything will go. So they are mandatory and they have to be paid as quick as possible.
So,
Splitting, it's so hard to know how it works. And I'm waiting, I'll be in the background to listen more and hear from other people how it works. The splitting of a thing, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. 50,
mm,
40, 20. I might still not be happy to pay the 20 because
mm,
my income is not the same with yours. And
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah, like you said, you've said it all. What works for you might not work for me. Like even the splitting we are talking about might be someone's best option. You get
Mm-hmm.
like they might have income of, let's say, both income is $1,000. Let's put it that way. The man
Mm-hmm.
can say, you know what, let me pay 60, you pay 40, or let me pay 70, you pay 30, stuff like that. And like you said, it might work for some people. You just brought out a point. Maybe the woman might come up with the bills splitting, and
Mm-hmm.
she might say, okay, my love, why don't you pay this, I pay that. It can be that the man is not even happy about the idea, and it's just like, okay, you know what, fine, we'll do it that way. Or maybe it could be the woman. The man can come up
Exactly.
with the option of, okay, this is our income, I'm going to pay this, why don't you pay that? Maybe the woman doesn't want issues in her marriage, she's just like, okay, no problem, but deep down in her heart she's not happy, just like you said.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel, I know this is common, even here where I am. It's common a situation whereby the woman will say, you know what, okay, you pay the bills, I will take care of the feeding, like the food stuff. I'll be buying the food stuff and stuff. Those
But
are,
things are getting more expensive. If
guys, I
I
said
agree to
that, oh, I
that,
said that
what
earlier
will
on.
happen when you
I
go to
said
the
that
grocery
earlier
store
on.
and things have changed?
I said that. You can ask
Mhm.
Gores. I said
Okay,
even
I will
now,
replay. I will replay. So catch up
foodstuffs,
with that.
if you have kids, young kids, foodstuff now is kind of more expensive than paying some mortgages or even
If I have to
rent.
choose, if I'm asked to choose, I will not go for the food stuff. You know why? It's like this, it's
If
like
It
that.
finishes every week.
But if it is phone
frustrating.
bill, if you are paying for the phone bill and it's a bundle for the whole family, and you have to pay $100 is $100,
Mm.
and you pay it and you have your peace. But how about you agreeing to do the grocery? You go in there, thing has changed, and you
Every
come
three,
back to
three
start
days it's
complaining
finished.
to say, "Oh, do you know that this is that?" The guy will just be like, "You have to deal with it."
Can
Yeah.
you imagine? And when they waste the food and pour some in the bin, you now be so grumpy. Like I'm paying, I'm buying the food stuff.
Right?
Yeah. And also my own concern also, aside you not being comfortable with paying it, I'm just concerned about the respect. I'm still saying this.
Right?
I'm concerned about the respect. Hey, we know
Where
this,
is the man?
like
Like,
when
Challenge you.
you're paying too much,
Hold on, let
even
me challenge you.
men has ego, right? Men has ego.
yeah,
Where is that man that we used to know that would take care of his family? Huh?
that is
Who is talking about the split here? I am a support to you. For real, we should be support. That's why I want to be a woman in my
yeah,
next life. I'm not here to share or split any bill with you, but I can help.
you can
But
help.
if peradventure I'm blessed more, I think I can do more and go beyond to make sure that we all are happy. I will still be here.
And
Thank
sometimes,
Well,
you.
another idea, even if you have more,
Thank you.
I feel it's advisable for
yeah,
you
but
to
I'm still
save.
here. It will be a little bit noisy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
dear. So
Mhm.
I think it's wise for the woman, even if you have more, instead of you to engage or involve yourself in more bills, it's much advisable for you to save. Because I remember back then in school, I used to have a friend. Then she was not yet married. The guy she was dating. Sometimes when you want her to make pot of stew and soup, you just give her a huge amount of money. She would go to the market and buy stuff. She was able to as in keep some amount aside, some money aside. Even when they got married, she was still doing it. There came a time when this man was in trouble. He needed money. My friend went straight to the bank. She withdrew 150,000 naira and gave it to the husband. And the husband was like, "Where did you get this money from?" You get, he was so surprised. And I know for sure the man will never forget that day in his life because he was really in need of that money. And the woman was there. These are the kind of support. Even if you have excess, even if you have enough, you can just support in a little way and save. When we say rainy days, you hear people saying, it's good for women to be working. And what if something happened to the man's income and da. If you're working, that doesn't mean you should spend all your money for because you're working. So you bring out everything you're earning, you're supporting. It's wise that you should save some, support in a little way and save for that rainy days that we're talking about. Because when it comes, when it happens, if maybe the man doesn't have enough to save, maybe he does not have savings, then problem is going to come. Because if you are using everything too, then you guys are still going to be in problem. If you as a woman don't have your savings, problem is still going to come because by then your salary might not even be enough to foot the bills. You understand? So that's another thing I said I should quickly shoot into what we are saying. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel with what you've said, savings is very important, even if you're not working at all. If you're working as well, if you're doing if you're splitting bill, saving is very important. Then we talk about where is the man respect. I want to ask a question as well. I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here. When the man is paying all the bills,
Yeah.
and we're talking about respect, where's the man respect? Does that mean that the man is always stepping on the woman's does it work on the woman, would I say, right, just because it's the one footing the bills? Did you see from that angle as well? Like I said, I'm trying to play the devil advocate here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to pay some bills. I like to have some things also. I'm also working on myself. There are some things that you will need, which we've already spoken about, but it does not stop me from respecting him. I pay my bills, I pay the bills I'm supposed to pay. I'm still going to him to give me the money for that thing that I paid. And it's
Ah,
in my name.
yeah, you're not paying bills now. Come on.
No, no,
You
you
are
know,
not
no,
paying
no, I'm
bills. Oh,
telling
I
you,
wish
I'm
this son
telling
was
you,
here. You
you
are
don't
not
give me
paying bills. You pay and you
don't give
still
me
go
the
back
money
to
for
the office. Oh, please come and hear this.
the
She
bills you
paid
that you
the
said you
bill
want to
and she
pay
still
me.
get the money back from the man. Oh my God, you're
I'm
not
still
paying bills.
collecting the money. So
Ah,
this, there's some things that the money comes in, the money I'm collecting it back. Everyone know how it was for them, really. But deep,
yeah.
you're welcome. Sorry, let me just. You're welcome, Ngozi.
It's
Creativity.
welcome.
Baba. Says saving is good because no one
That's
knows tomorrow.
cheap.
Of course. Chisom said, I'm still here in the background. That's fine. And so,
Baba.
Ngozi Creativity, she's new to YouTube in a way, but she does artwork. So
Oh wow.
I've shared maybe two of it artwork. Please, you guys should please support her, and she's doing a great job, which needs encouragement as well. Please, thank you. So, Ngozi, we're talking about splitting bills with your partner. It doesn't have to be 50-50. Some says it's 50-50. We don't know the ratio. Do you agree to it? Should the man always be the one to foot the bill? What are your thoughts on this? So like I was saying, there are some bills that I still go back to. Sometimes he will just send money out, like he will say for the social bill. I will say to myself, this man did not even wait to let me ask, because me, I want to add another percent to it. Do you understand? I want to cheat. So I'm being serious. So sometimes I will like, oh, this man seems is trying to play smart. Like, he quickly, before you come and meet me to tell me story, he's already putting out, you didn't even add something to it. It's not fair now. I bought something. I use my son sometimes, like, oh, he asked for this one. So, everyone know how things was for them, really. But I feel women should not just relax, and also that we should not. Um, Sometimes I think you should also know when your husband is overwhelmed. It also depends on how close you are with your partner, how open they are with you, for you to know if they are struggling. Because some men, you get to a stage where they are struggling, but they are not discussing that with their partner, because it's not because they don't like their wife or their partner. Let me just say partner,
Want to
because
bother
they don't
them.
want them to feel bad.
Yeah.
Some women, once they see that their husband, they start feeling, they start thinking, their blood pressure goes up, the mood at home change. So some men, let me say some men, that is the reason they are trying to hide, that they don't want the peace at home to change, or how they've been happy, how things has been in the house, the atmosphere in the house. They don't want it to change, so they keep sucking things in, because they want to keep their family um happy. But later, maybe that thing has now gotten to the lowest. They now get to know, it's another part that the woman wouldn't like, oh, you didn't tell me. So I think it also depends on how close they are, or how open the man is, or the woman is, to her husband, to let them know that, okay, this is what is happening. Let's say people that don't do joint account, it's not all men, which I'm still bringing that
That
topic
joint
on my
account
husband.
thing is another
That,
thing.
yeah,
Oh
that joint account thing,
God.
I'm still coming back
No
to it. Like,
way. I'm not
it's not
supporting.
all men that would want their partner to know what comes in. Even if they know their salary, they still have some other side also. They don't want you to know, because you want to calculate for them. Trust me, most of the women know how to help you to calculate how you want to overspend, or maybe when friends and family are coming in to ask for some funds, they could say, okay, give 20, let's save so thing. Don't let them know that we have too much. But they feel, you know what, we have, let's just give them. Those are the parts, that's part of some part that women are kind of good at to support the man. But this depends on how open they are to each other. You know, some are not really 100% open, so the woman don't know. So when some women get to know that their husband has so thing, they're like, oh, so I've been a fool for a while. You understand? So I think most of the things that happen of recent, maybe the last 5 years, the last 10 years, is now waking a lot of women up to also try and sit up, you know, to have something to do. For me, if a man can do it, in as much as that, please get something to do as well. Even if nothing happens to him, you can give him a surprise birthday. It doesn't have to come from, you know, there's so many things you can do. You can take him, you guys can go on a trip and all that. It's still part of that savings, whatever. But 50-50 is a no for me.
Yeah, like you just said something. What we are talking about is the bills splitting. So we are
Mm.
not even talking about gift or how to contribute in the home. We're talking about splitting of the bills.
The
That is
bills.
one thing I feel like, for you to sit down to say, you come and be paying this, I'll pay that. Like I said, I don't really like that idea. I'm still saying it.
Mm.
But I see that Ngozi Creativity, she wrote on the comment section, she said, I encourage women to work because tomorrow is pregnant. You're correct. We are not saying the women should not work. That's not what I mean, or what I believe that's not what Gores mean as well. We are just talking about splitting of the bills. It's very, very gone are those days that women will just get married, they will sit down doing nothing. Gone are those days. Trust me. The percentage, the level at which women are getting involved, engaged with stuff, how to get their own income now is very high. You understand? Women are really, they are waking up now. It's a wake up call everywhere. Even back home, I see a lot of things happening. You understand? So is the women should, yeah, they should be doing something. They should support in a little way they can, but I just feel sitting down to say, you know what, you're going to be paying 50 and I will pay 50. Like, I see it like, I don't know, it's not our thing. That's another thing we should look at. These other parts of the world, they do that and they don't have issue with it. You agree, right? Back home where we are coming from in Africa, especially in Nigeria, normally, like the way we are brought up, we have this belief, this understanding that it's a man's responsibility, isn't it? I know then those days, our grandmother, great grandmother, they used to go to farm to support their husbands and all of that. Those are the little way they can support as well. Why the men still do extra stuff to provide, right? So it's good to support your husband, to support in one way or the other, but not just like splitting that bill to sit down to say you pay 50, I pay 50, or you pay 60. Like, it's your responsibility as a man. Come on. We are just here to support. We are supposed to support as women. And if maybe there are men too that will tell the woman, you know what, I don't need a dime from you because they are okay. Financially, they are stable and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
They pay the bills, they don't have issues. So that's where my advice comes in. When you are in that situation that your husband have enough, he doesn't really need your support, to support for the welfare of the family and all that, then you can be saving. That is where this tomorrow is pregnant, we don't know what is going to deliver. You understand? That is where that comes in. When they say save for the rainy days, you don't know what's going to happen. That is where, when that comes in, you start saving. If you're working, your husband is paying all the bills, he's not complaining, you know that he's okay financially, is well, okay, you should be saving. Like Gore said, sometimes you can just maybe go out, you can order dinner, you can take everyone out. You know what, guys, let's go, we're going to have dinner outside today, but you can pay. That's a way of support.
Yeah.
Other different ways. So yeah, I should drop that too regarding the
Yeah.
rich. It depends on the family. For me, I don't believe in 50-50. That's Ngozi creativity as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm
And she said the man
Baba
should
Kitchen said
contribute.
50-50, no way.
And she said the man should contribute more, and the wife is the helpmate. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also wanted to say that earlier that it all depends on the area where people come from. In some areas they don't have issue with it. That's how they already have it in their head. Let's say abroad, some abroad people that what are you bringing to the table if you're working? If you're not working, it's fine. There are some men that from where we come from, even if you have the money, don't contribute anything. I just want you to look after the children. But what if they have like five, six children, and the rate at which the school fees are right now, and the woman is working? Would the man should the man also expect or should the woman just keep quiet and not ask the man, how may I help? I'm just asking. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's say,
I
for example, they have six children or four children, and
get.
school fees right now, from what I heard, is going up high, high, high. And should the woman just continue to just keep quiet and not ask questions? Some men would not ask the woman that, are you going to support in any area? They will be expecting the woman to call. If the woman goes to them to say, oh, the school fees has increased, everything has increased. Can I help in any way? The man might say, oh, that's so thoughtful of you. In what area can you help? At least it was the woman that comes. Some men will not, they will never use their mouth to say, they'll just be looking at the woman like, this one is really selfish. Oh. Do you understand? So in that area, what do you think? Do you expect woman to also have a word with the husband? Like I said, some men are actually meant to open up to their wife, their financial states, also their financial struggles.
Yeah, in that will I say scenario, or in that case, again, depends on the family, depends on the couple. We are saying all these women help contribute, do this, that, that, that. Do you know also there are some men, the moment you start doing, maybe like the example we used before, that maybe the man's income, something happened to his business or he lost his job, he's not able to pay all the bills that he used to pay. There are some
Mhm.
men, by the time the woman step in to say, okay, let me be doing this until he gain his stability, like he gets his job back or his business is back again. Do you know there are some men that even when they are okay, they don't want to go back to what they used to do, like paying the bills that they used to pay.
Of course,
Just
yeah,
feel,
we've
oh, she's doing it. I make it carry them, they go. You know, those kind of things. See, anything that we feel women are doing, we had men that does that as well. You
yeah, and we
understand?
shouldn't forget that even when the woman is helping, you're not free, because any little thing you do, they would like is because you're also helping, you're also assisting in paying some of the bills. Do you
Yes.
understand what I mean?
Yeah, so there are men like that. So this question you just asked depends on the couple, depends on the relationship, depends on how close they are. Like you said, there are some men that asking alone, it melts their
Mhm.
hearts. Like this, oh my goodness, they're like, wow, I didn't know you're even thinking about this. I didn't know you care so. Like they're gonna take it like something very special and dear to their hearts just by asking.
Yeah.
Yes. So is someone here?
Yeah. Ngozi Creativity is
Okay,
here.
I'm gonna let her speak.
Good afternoon, sis.
You're
You're
Good
welcome.
welcome.
afternoon, my lovely sisters. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can.
can.
How are you
Okay,
doing?
I don't know because my
Mhm.
voice is I'm a little bit down. The cold has affected my voice, so I'm
I've
happy
given
that you
it
can
to
hear
you.
me.
Congratulations.
Flores has transferred it to you.
Oh, so yeah, so I agree with everything that you ladies have said. First of all, the foundation is this. All this is just my own personal take to it. That doesn't mean that I must be right in everything, you know.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the foundation, first of all, is I highly encourage women to work. This one doesn't have to do with a 21st century or one thing or one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Women should work. Life has taught me that this thing is very, very extremely important because nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. There's a
Yes.
popular saying that the most constant thing in life is change.
Change. Yeah.
Anything can happen. The man who is telling you, don't work, I am very rich, I am this. God forbid he dies tomorrow. Will that money last forever? What
No
becomes
way.
of you and the children? No matter how you manage his money. And some women are not really good in managing business. Maybe he has a business and you have not been involved in the business. God forbid something happens to the man and they hand over the company to you and you have little kids in the house who are not even old enough to take over. What
Yeah.
happens? Are you expecting the man that is under him to take over your husband's company? And even if you try to do something and you're not really exposed, they can easily manipulate you financially.
True.
So
Yeah.
that is one thing that women should have in mind. And secondly, we all know how marriages are these days. What if your husband changes tomorrow? You
I,
understand?
yeah, yeah.
And then you begin to run helter skelter. You that is trying to keep your home together, you begin to tell people you're not supposed to tell. They begin to laugh behind your back. Because nowadays it's very difficult to trust people. So you should also have that in mind. If the man tells you, yes, I believe in submission, I'm also a Christian. If the man tells you, sit down, I have more than enough money to give to you, fine. But remember that as a woman, it's not every single thing you will tell your husband to give you money to buy.
Mm.
For me personally, I'm not that kind of person. I
Stand.
need
Let's be
my
saving
things for my
for.
personal. Exactly. I need things for my personal hygiene. I will go and tell my husband. I mean, for goodness sakes. And what example am I even showing my daughters? That it's okay for you to sit down. You want this. You want your sanitary stuff. For goodness sakes. And it doesn't go well. Okay, he's giving you pocket money. It's good for you to save. But as I say, sometimes there is nothing, there is nothing like your own sweat. Because we know this popular saying that there is dignity in labor, something that you sweat to get. My dear, you will so cherish it. Your own salary, you will so cherish the way you will hold it, my sister. It gives it's I don't know. There is this feeling you have that you worked for this. Because tomorrow the man can turn down on you and tell you, say, after all, I'm the one taking care of you. And after all I'm doing for you, look at how you're talking to me, no respect. Hey, what are you going to say? There may be something happened to maybe your parents, loved ones are still alive. Is it everything? Maybe the money is given to you. The one you are saving is not enough. And your parents are aged. Then you now say, Daddy, give me something. See, there is, okay, look at, I don't know if it's okay for me to call names. The popular woman going up and down now that is viral, that the husband married another woman. You know what I mean? Her birthday is tomorrow. You understand? There
Mm.
was rumor that the woman was not working. But now we saw that the woman has been working. It's just that the man
That's me.
suppressed her. He suppressed her, so nobody saw her shining. But
Mm.
ever since the man said he wants to marry a second wife, you see the woman blossoming. So if the woman was not diligent, if she was not doing something before, I don't think she would be able to pick so fast. But she has been doing something on the ground. Just that she's a humble woman. She's not a loud person or internet social media person. But she was not a full-time housewife. She has been doing something. And with all the experience she had, she was able to say, okay, you know what? I am going to put more energy, more strength, everything I have into what I have right now and grow my business as much as I can. And of course, God has her back and blessed her with people who loved her. And look at where she is today. So imagine she was a full-time, no experience, nothing. The husband will show her more than pepper. You understand? So it's not everything you do, love. He loves me. I trust him. I trust him. The Holy Spirit revealed. Holy Spirit gave us
Full,
common sense too.
full-time housewife does not actually
It's
exist.
beautiful, oh, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I
Doesn't
personally
exist
know.
that much again. People,
Yeah,
women
I
that are
personally know a lady. I personally know a lady who is a full-time housewife. Though she's not a Nigerian, she's an Indian lady. And
Mhm.
till today, I'm watching from outside. Though I'm not even living with them, but for what I see from outside, this family is very peaceful. She has 5 kids. I'm telling you, with this economy, she's a full-time housewife. But when I see them, I see a man who doesn't take his wife for granted. And she is wise enough to know that since she's a full-time housewife, she has to step up her game so that the man will have no reason to insult her. If you go into her house, it's looking immaculate. When I say spotless.
Mm.
So the time she uses to stay in the house, she keeps the house so clean. As in, I asked her, I say, with 5 children, I'm talking about children, they are all small. How do you do this? She said it's by the grace of God.
Mm.
Nobody, no housemaid, no this. So she tries to make up for that time that she doesn't work. So when the man comes, he has no reason to complain. You understand? So I am not against full-time housewife, but if you want to be, make sure you don't have you have to find a way to compensate for not working, so that the man will not say, look at, I'm not disturbing you to go outside. Okay, you're inside, you're not keeping the house clean, or you're not cooking the meals well, or you're not, you understand? So
Yeah.
everything comes down to wisdom, and secondly, it also comes down to the kind of spouse you have. You understand? So that's my take. But the ratio, the 50-50, that one is a no-no for me. Because the Bible makes it clear that the man is the head. So are we talking about, because if the man is the head, then both of you have to share in the housework. If I am contributing 50 like you, why would you go to work and come back and relax? And I will still be cooking, and I'll still be doing this, and I'll still be doing that. It's not balanced. The 50-50 should be all round. You understand? So you are the head. I am only here to assist you. You understand? You don't, I mean, that's how I see it. So as I said earlier, this is my personal take. All right, thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you
That
for
was
coming.
great. Thank you.
As usual, what works for A might not work for B. You know what
Yes.
works for then it might work for you this time around. The next 5 years, it might not work again. You know, it might have worked earlier and it doesn't work again, depending on also your partner as well. You know, then their background. I think sometimes the background, people that are even the wife, maybe the wife, whoever is doing it full time. Sometimes background matters. Sometimes some people must have discussed this earlier, you know, what they want to be done. Or you're going to be at home for 5 years. Then after 5 years, when the children get to a certain age, you start going to work. But they might not discuss after you start working what you'll be bringing to the table. Maybe the whole thing from the work goes to your pocket, savings and all that, you know. I don't know. But yeah, but if they already have a house, you know, house rent is out of the way. It could be school fees that the man is paying and few other things. They should just do what works for them. If I have the money, if I want to assist, I will assist. If I know he's struggling, I will help. But sometimes I don't even need him to come to me. You know, if you can sense it, have a discussion, then get it paid. At least it will. I'm sure he will be very relieved and happy that you are an understandable woman. Not that you are expecting him to come and, you know, some women need their men to spill everything, like, oh, I'm down to the low, so thing happen, you know. Those their ego, they still kind of try to protect it, and maybe forcing them to discuss it. There is a no for them. It's not all men that can actually discuss all that. But we like we were saying, should they spill bill? We're not talking about the ratio, but when the ratio comes in, if you want to agree on ratio, fine. If you want to, if we're going to talk about ratio, I would say 25%. Try and do something. It could be very little. That's my own. That's my. It could be very little. Be active as well concerning the bills, even if the man can pay. And if you want to take it back, it's your own choice. It's your choice how you get to do how you get that back. But women should just be active financially too. Just don't leave everything to the man. Do not to me, I feel we should not overwhelm them. But if they are very rich, oh, you know, maybe they are in a what's it called? If they are on politics, or what did they call it? Yeah, you
Politician.
don't need to yeah, if they are politicians or whatever, is it church people that, you know, they
Get
said they have
money.
money? You don't need to ask those questions. You know, money is just flowing in and out. But if not, if you know there's a way you can help, please, it's advisable for me too, that at least 20-25%, please do put an input in. It will also reflect in the future. And you know, you're also training your children. You have mouth to also train your children well, that also supports in when maybe your partner, you know, your partner is struggling in one way or the other. I'll leave the floor to you to talk. Is We've spent an
Thank,
hour already. I know we started a bit late.
thank you so much. For me, I want to say my advice first goes to the men. Please don't ever ask your wife to split bills with you. It's not good. That is how I see it. Uh, it's I don't know, not everyone do, but I just feel it's not the right thing to say. It shouldn't come out from your mouth as a man. Let it be that every reasonable woman should know that yes, your husband is doing all this. You should be able to support in one way or the other. In any way you feel you can support that is comfortable to you. But I just want to say this, men, please don't come up with that idea of, my love, I think we should spill this, or let's, no, don't say that. Don't say that, because you're the head. Because you're going to lose some respect and all that. That is how I see it. Like, it's not everything a woman will also stay out or speak out or discuss with you or say to you. You understand? Some women too, they just things, they have things in their mind, but they just, let me not talk about it. They just leave it right there. So please, as a man, don't let that thing come out from your mouth to say, let's split the bills and stuff. Let it come from the woman's mouth. And for we the women, or for you as a woman, my advice is that please try to support your husband in any way you know you can. Any way you know you can, anything you know you can do, please do support. Okay, we all need support. You need support. There is no when the load is big, there's no one that will carry a big load on his or her head, that we maybe see someone that wants to give a happy hand that will say no. You understand? Please support in any way you know you can. And the men, please, again, my advice, I don't think you should do that. Don't
Can I
step.
ask you a question, host, co-host?
Yeah.
Um, there are some men, or would I say nowadays men, or the younger one,
Yeah.
they are obviously looking for a lady that is working. If you're not working, they don't want to add that to the, because they know it's a lot. So they
And
want someone who is working.
And that is why these days marriages are breaking. You can see all over, they marry today and divorce tomorrow. They like this thing. I'm saying it to, like, what do you bring to the table? It's causing a lot of problems, but
Does
people
that
don't know.
mean,
I'm
does
telling
that
you.
Okay, I asked a question earlier. Does that mean that for men to want to always pay the bills, does that mean that they want to continue to ride on their women because they know if they're not financially okay, they will not be able to say no to some things, and they will always suck up a lot of things. Do you know what's happening of recent? I'm just talking about that side now.
I don't see it. I don't know, except the man is just maybe an abusive. He's an abusive man. Let me put it that way. When I say abusive, like, I'm not saying like maybe physical or whatever, like in any way, except maybe
Mhm.
the man just have his own uh, bad character or behavior, whatever. You understand? I'm just saying, like, normally, we all know this thing is like, it's something that we just know that the men are supposed to be responsible for the bills, but it's very, very good for we the women to support, not just to like leave everything for them, but if they can, why not? And sometimes they might not even ask, like as I'm advising, they won't ask, but you that is wise as a woman, you should find a way to support. That's what I'm saying. Let's take, for example, the man is paying the children. Okay, here in Canada, they don't pay school fees from junior kindergarten all the way to high school. They don't pay school fees. They start paying school fees when they get to college, right? So school fees is out of the way now. Okay, it has to do with the maybe house rent or the mortgage. I don't know, house rent and the feeding. There are some men that pays both. Okay, now you know your husband is paying both and you have your own little income. Maybe you're not able to work full time because you have kids, you're doing part time. There must be one way or the other that you're supporting. Sometimes maybe the children need some school uniform. You can go buy school uniforms. You don't have to ask him. You can buy the school uniforms. Sometimes maybe some foodstuff, you don't have foodstuff is finished. You want to cook. There's no palm oil. There's no this. There's no that. You can go to the store and buy without you going to ask him. Hey, we don't have palm oil in the house. We don't have salt. We don't have Maggi. We don't have this. You get what I mean? So these little ways you can always support and do these things. Or even you as a woman, you don't have to go and be asking for everything. There are men, I know men that gives their wife money to make their hair for their upkeeps, even when the woman is working. I know a man like that. The wife is working, but he still give, not like every month, time to time, like just give us something, you can have this for your upkeep. It happens. So there must bills are always there. You can't tell me there's nothing for you to pay. There's nothing for you to, there must be something. Your bed sheet is old, you can change it, go buy new one. Your blanket is old, you can change it, go buy new one. You don't have to wait for the man for all those things. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, I feel then it was okay. Then it was okay. But right now where we're in, I feel to me it's a no. I don't want 50-50, but I want to be able to put something in. I don't know what you might be going through later that it might not quickly say. I'm not saying I have to. I'm not observant enough, but I feel I should support as well in a way. It's not only the kitchen work, taking care of the children. Taking care of the children is for also both of them. So I think some men also leave that taking care of the children alone for the women just because they are footing the bills, you know. So some things have changed or kind of swap round or go hand in hand. Just the school fees is not easy to some people, you know, and buying food stuff. If they leave the bill, if the man pay the bills and the woman is buying the food stuff, what if they finish it in 3 days? She's going to be grumpy as well. So you know, all these things is understanding and also discussing in the at home, you know, in the marriage, being open to each other. And I think where the more closer they are or the more they live together and being open to each other, there shouldn't be much of would I say being shy or being down for letting your wife know or your partner know that I'm struggling in this area. Can you cover that? You know, or is your cover that, and the wife already know that she's going to get compensated later, maybe when the man is doing much better. And I said Barbara says very right. You
I
got
am.
me to this. Why must I continue to pay for everything? I know. Like I said, some men now, I've got some few, you know, people that are about to marry or people that just got married, that the woman is not working. Even that I have one, I hope he will join one day. He was saying then that the lady was meant to be said, oh, she has not found a job. I was saying, is it because of the job that you must? People are shining their eye right now. You know, things are kind of, but I'm sure maybe when things are much better, they might want the woman to sit at home. You know, all these things. It all depends though. But the world that we're in, a lot of them want their woman to also have something doing. Like I said, if you can,
Some of
can be.
them, some of them that wants those women that are working, some of them is not because they want the woman to be paying bills for them. Some of them, they just feel like it's good for a woman for them to have their own income. Just like I said, maybe they need money for one or two things. I've seen that and I was laughing. So like the woman wants, like she needs something, she needs money to do one or two things. They don't have to come and meet them in everything. Like they have parents. We that are in diaspora, we are not back home, we want to send money to our parents. It's not all the time you go ask the man to give you money to send to your parents. You understand what I mean? So these things, some like we can just generalize it, like we've been saying, individual difference and individual perspective. You understand? So what works for you might not work for me. And I know I'm speaking because I have brothers. Obviously, they are all married. I have 3 brothers that are married. Some of them, they are not looking for the woman, a career woman, or that is doing business because they want your money. They just want you to be doing something and to be financially okay for yourself, to be able to do like one or little things for yourself without you having to run to them. Maybe you want 1 naira, 2 naira, you have to call them first. You get. And another thing, even we saying the women should be working, the women should be working. Do you know there are some women that are working, they still collect money from their husband and add to their own salary? Do you know that?
I'm working. I'm working.
And
And
you
I
said
think
that.
I
You
think
said you pay and you collect it back. Or where?
it's not
Collect the
everything.
one you
I
pay, though.
pay some bills, but sometimes there are some bills I still collect. No, I still collect. I'm
So
telling
what
you.
are we not
I'm telling
saying?
you.
Some are
People
working.
pay some bills.
Wait, some women are working. They are
Mhm.
working. It's not, see, we should get it straight. It's not about woman be working that matters. Okay. Yeah, some women are working, they still collect money from their husband, add to their own that they are making and
Mhm.
keep. They are not doing anything. So what me I'm saying right here, even if, for example, and I said before, these days everybody are doing something. Even if you're not working in an office, people do online business. They are in their house. Some make
Yes.
hair, some do online. They will go and post whatever
Business,
they're
yeah.
selling. They do business. People are engaged with
Some
stuff.
have
Nobody is
shops.
sitting down in the house these days doing nothing. It's hard. It's very rare, unlike before. You get. So what I'm saying is that the men paying the bills, that doesn't mean the woman should not, the woman should try to help in one way or the other. That's what I'm saying. That is my advice to the women.
In one way or the other, but it has nothing to do with the bills. Is that what? Because it seems that's where your own
I
this
don't,
thing is. It
I,
has
I
nothing to
see
do
it
with
in
the
a
bill.
way like, if it shouldn't be from the man. As a woman, as I am, maybe I am working, I have a stable job, like full time, or even if it's part time, but it's a permanent part time, for example. I know, okay, this is my income. Let's say I'm making $50 every month, right? And I'm sure of that $50. It's not as if I'm doing business to say, okay, I don't know what I'm going to earn this month. Business, you cannot really tell that you're going to be making profit of maybe $10 every month. That is not possible. It can go higher and it can go lower, right? So if I'm making $50 and it's stable for me, I should be able, if I come up to say, okay, you know what, I think let me just be paying for the house internet. Let's say the house internet is $5, for example. I know I'm earning 50, or let's say the house internet is $10. I know what I'm earning and I can pay that comfortably. Let it be from me. That's what I'm saying. Because to me, I feel the man coming up to say you be paying this, it doesn't go well with me. Trust me. Like, yeah, if the woman wants to be paying the house rent, she wants to pay the mortgage, you can do it. Go ahead and do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sorry.
Okay. So
Okay, from what I've seen from your own part, of course, it's a no-no for you for a man to. You wouldn't like for a man to come and tell you you need to sort out or you need to share bills with me. You expect that if or you know that if you have you will support when he's financially not okay or if he's struggling financially.
smart.
And
This person is making me to laugh.
for me, I feel that was in the past that I expect like a man should do everything. It's his responsibility. To me, I feel it shouldn't be overwhelmed. If I'm also paying bills, see, I have this confidence as well. It boosts my
Like
confidence.
Kiki.
There's so many things that it does to
Abi
me.
Keke. What's that girl's name? Kiki.
Like Kiki, yeah,
Yeah,
I
you have
support
the
her in a way, which
confidence. Like,
I stated that in the beginning. That it's just I think the way she was talking about you carry chair, I carry TV. I think she was being funny, but in case she now says she wasn't being funny, but if it happened in real life, the man can't just say, "Come and leave my house." When they both contributed to the house, don't forget that where we come from, even when both parties built the house, when where the man is no longer interested, it will send the woman to their parents' house.
now
But
those days. Now
civilization
those
has
days.
come. Yeah, those days, civilization has come to place where they are telling women that when they are putting your name on the what's it called document, don't use Mr. and Mrs. alone. Use Mr. A and Mrs. Ngozi, thing. So that when Mr. A go and bring another Mr. Mrs. B, they will be able to differentiate it, like there are more of things that women need to wake up from. I don't believe that a man should do everything. To me, even if he's a senator, if he's in politics, he's doing things are going well, he's giving me my own money, but there's some things I still want to do by myself. It's just me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to come on here and start like, okay, is because a man should do the Bible say the man should is the head of the family. He is the head of the family. I will respect him, but at the same time, please, I want to do something. I want to do something. I want to do something else. I think I'll feel really caught up in the house. There's certain things I won't be able to do. Sorry, dear. That's my son. That I won't be able to do. I'm not saying I will be competing with him or he doesn't have a say, but I will be able to also sit him down that I want to help in social thing. This is what I want to do. And he would listen to okay, and he might want to observe
Uh,
once you start doing it.
Definitely, we accept now. That's what I said before. How can someone, for example, be carrying heavy load and you want to say, let me help you? It's going to accept,
But
obviously.
some will say no now. Some will say no. Some you know some have their egos. Welcome, delicious Army. I call her delicious Amy, but I notice people are saying Army, so I think it's Army that they
You're
is a
welcome.
right
Beauty
pronunciation.
by
You're
Angie, you're
welcome.
welcome too.
Beauty by Angie, you're welcome. I'm so sorry. I was talking when you came in. I want to read his comments again. It's good that we have a man in the house because it's helping us. Co-host, you said you're going out, and we've already spent 1.5 hours. We know people might not come in early, so you
It's
can let
okay.
me know if you're running out of
It's
time.
okay.
He said yes, it's not a bad thing to collect from the man. You women are very sharp. I will gladly give the woman money, respective of her income. It is a thing of pride for her to be independent. Yes, seriously. And sometimes there are some things that they know. Okay, the woman will be able to sort it. And it does help even when we want to face their own family. If you're visiting their own family, that you also going with your own money. It's not the money I collect from my husband. See,
Yeah.
if you can work, if you're working, if when I mean working, if you can have a business, when you have your money, there's this. I don't know how to explain it though,
Yeah, it
but yeah,
comes with confidence.
and there are
You
some
are
people I want to give. I
satisfied,
just
like,
give them. I don't need to tell my husband. I give some people that I don't know, or I just give. I don't need to go and consult. I'm not saying I'm disrespecting him by not telling him, but I believe in some things that once I give A, B must not know. He has become the B. I know. I know they will say two has become one. It's not that everything I must show. So I think
yeah.
people miss that up as well. But for me, I like to also contribute. I like that you will also know that I can assist in a way. Not because I know that I can do everything, that I should take everything. Let's greet some people. And okay, we've said hello
Amy,
to
Amy, you see what I'm saying? What Amy said. He says some say no because the wife insults them.
yeah,
Because they'll start feeling like, you they pay.
and they
Like,
don't have a seat at home.
you understand? Like, come on, we are the same. So, yeah.
And he said split up bills right down the middle. I will occasionally even take shakara, take money off her. Is a thing of pride of her to have even give me money too. But you're paying you still be you say you will give her some money. That this way you guys are just trying to do would I say financial exchange, just trying to make yourself happy. It's just like bubbling things in the house. Yeah, you're just trying to you guys understand each other. That's just the thing there. You guys understand each other. So you can collect from her. Can I have 500 there? Can I have 50 there? And when you come back tomorrow, you might decide to give her 100. That one is understandable because she can give you that 500 or 50, or if she has 40 out of the 40% of whatever you ask for. She can, she can, because she has or she's working. You must have known your wife or your partner for you to, and then you guys have that understanding. There's a relationship, there's communication between you guys to want you to ask such for such, maybe would I say assistant, or maybe you're just playing. Delicious Amy is here to join us. Hi, Delicious Amy, Delicious Amy. Good evening.
Hello
You're
there.
welcome.
Good
You're
evening. Good
welcome.
evening, host. Good evening, co-host. I greet everyone.
We greet you
Let
to
me
you.
just quickly drop my opinion about this men collecting money from their wives, which is women. In as much as we
I want
have,
to get water. You come here.
um,
You can carry on,
sorry, you
please.
said?
You can carry on. I just want to get water. You can keep talking, please.
All right. In as much as we have good women out there, we have a lot of terrible women. I know somebody that this man has been carrying responsibilities for years. Just because the wife started adding one or two this thing for the man. Now so disrespect enter. Oga cannot talk one and keep quiet. It's only very few women that will give a man money and still give him that respect they used to give him. I don't know why.
You have
I
said
don't.
it
I don't
before.
know. I think it's a women problem. A man can feed you for 50 years. He will still respect you. He will still love you. Nothing will change. But only very few women will give a man food for 1 year, and the man will talk. They will listen. I don't know. I think it's a women problem. So some men just feel, if it is the 50,000 you are giving me that will now make you to shave my hair when I'm alive, don't bring at all. Anyone that I can bring, let us manage it. I know somebody like that. The wife is doing well, but he refuses to take one kobo from the woman. I was wondering, why will you be struggling like this and your wife is doing well? The day I went to visit them, I understood why. I understood. If that man mistakenly take money from that woman, they will shave him hair even as he they alive. Even as he they alive.
I've
So
said it
that's just what
before.
I
Yeah,
think.
I've said it
That's
before.
just it.
I think
Any man that is not taking money from the wife, look at the wife's character. That woman, we finish the man. That is what I think.
Ewo.
Thank you.
yeah, because I don't know.
Ewo.
When it comes from the man, I still stand by when especially if it's a woman that even comes up to say, okay, I think you'll be trying for this family and da 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 da. Please, I would like to support in this way and all that. You understand? It's okay. It's fine. And maybe you don't want to come up with that. You don't want to start what you cannot finish. Like I said, in the house, maybe it's the one bringing money for feeding, and you discover, oh, there's no rice in the house again. You can go buy a bag of rice in the house. There's no chicken. You can go buy a box of chicken and put right there. You understand? Oh, there is no palm oil, there's no meat, no goat's meat, no this, no black. You can go do that. It's a way of supporting. Because when women start doing all these things, respect not go there. Since I've been saying it since they came up with this, what do women bring to the table? That's like the no 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 no. The rate at which marriages are just breaking and crashing, hitting the wall, left, back, center. Because it's like you've sold your pride, your respect already. It's a natural.
And also, and also, my sister, there is something that we women do that I feel, to me, I feel is unfair. Is this thing that maybe the children's school fees is 400,000, you say it is 700,000, you carry
Just
the remaining 300,000 and you will keep. What are you doing? When I see women do that, I ask, what are you doing? You are doing yourself. Except you know that man, he has billion, like me now. If
maybe
my
the man
husband
is
have 500,000, and if I say, babe, I need 200, and he knows that money I don't want to go and throw it to him, my husband will give it to me. So a woman like me that knows that anything I want, my husband will give me. I don't have a reason to inflate cost for him. I know somebody that when I was taking my mom for her treatment last year, the woman was telling the husband that this tetanus injection is 85,000, something that they give free in the hospital. Until one day the man came to the hospital, and I noticed that man is an Okada man. The man drives Okada. Is that no wickedness? And see, and when the man came, you should see how haggard he looked. I was like, hey, and every month the man will be running up and down looking for 85,000 to give you, thinking that you truly need. Is that no wickedness? That's wickedness now.
Yeah, some people overdo. We want them to be, we want ladies to be smart as well, but not that kind of being smart. You understand? We want them to save just for the rainy day. Anything can happen. But when it comes to the man is actually over sweating, and you're still just that's being deceitful. You're not playing to the man as well. So if anything happens, then you can't even say you were 100% loyal to the man. That's how I see that. because the
Yeah.
man is struggling. Yeah, the man is struggling. So every little thing he brings home, you should be able to, work things well. It's not for you to start collecting extra. And what if when he was going to that place with your car and he has an accident? The money for the tetanus that she wants to collect, what will she, you know, God is a merciful God. I
Yeah,
don't know. I
even
can't do it.
even this habit of women going to the market, you want to buy stuff. I don't know if I've told you before. Me, I don't know how to do that one. No. My mates, some women will they will give them money to the market, maybe 1,000 to go make a pot of soup. Some women will be able to squeeze and use 600, 700, 800, and keep 200. Me, reverse is the case. When me I get there, it's either I add 100 naira, or maybe $100, or I had 200. Like most times, something has to be added to it, because when I get there, I get to see that, okay, I want to buy this, and then I'll remember the things we need, not want though. I remember, oh,
Mhm,
I need to get this in the house. Then I have to do that from my pocket. You understand? So
mhm.
for women know how to squeeze out, how to,
Use that money. For me,
like,
it's never enough because I'm a shopper. Is this shopaholic?
yeah, for me, I always
Buy.
add to it. And when I get
Yeah.
home, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what have I done now? Look at all the things I bought. But honestly, those things are needed. They are well needed. So
And, and
that's,
that's why at times when we are saying, oh, pray to marry a kind man, also pray to marry a kind woman.
yes.
Most times when people hear me talk about marrying, I'm hard on women. I know what I'm saying. I have two uncles that women have rendered useless. Good men, because of what they have good hearts.
Some people are not
Because they
lucky. They
have
fall
good hearts.
into, yeah, they fall into those.
The wife was this. My uncle will always struggle. Then there's no borrowing app this man does not have on his phone. He will
Yeah.
borrow money to pay school fees. At the end, the woman will make the school fees times 3. Are you
Hmm.
making school fees times 3? That the remaining money you are using it to build house, or you are using it to do business, or what? You are just doing it because you want to answer a smart man. Now the man has died. He has died. Now you are left alone with the whole responsibility. Oh, you are going to look for who you'll be inflating price for now. If you go to the hospital here in Nigeria, 80% of men, they all have high blood pressure, where they are thinking of how to meet ends meet. My wife need this, my children need this, my this thing need this, my children, my this thing need that. Me, I always tell my brother so, and I always tell my husband, anyone you cannot do, I will understand. Thank God I'm a hardworking woman. The one I can contribute, I will contribute. Where our power and reach, we will rest there. It's not by force to do everything. Because when people are dying in this country, in Nigeria, because of high blood pressure, ha, you will not
Yeah,
understand.
so women are really giving the men a lot of stress. Like what they know the man cannot afford, they want to
Mm.
force them. Like here in Canada, you see a lot of people running to go buy houses, and you know for sure you don't have a stable
They
job. For
can't afford it.
example, an Uber driver going to buy a house when you know it's not stable, you might get a lot of passenger today, tomorrow you might not get anything. So how are you going to cope? So these things they want to do. I think some of them copy some people. They want to belong.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
have a house. Let's go and buy a house. Now we remain. Those kind of things. And quite all right that you can't. Your family, you guys, two of you put together, you can't afford this thing. Why are you pushing the man into it? And you as a woman, even if you're not like involved with the man, or you went ahead, because there are some women, they do things, they won't tell the man that this is what I want to do. I've seen women investing in gold. They buy, if you see the gold, then like it's like big like this. Because of that thing they want to buy, they will start just like Ami said. Maybe they want to buy something $1, they want to add to it because they need money. They need to
Yeah.
spend
To buy
money.
the
They have something they want to spend, use the money to buy.
worldly thing.
You understand? So it's not good. I don't know. I feel people that do that, they don't really love their husband. Like there's no genuine love there, because if you love this person, you wouldn't want the person to buy before time, because too much of stress. I don't know. I think the stress in this part of the world is If I tell people it's worse than the one we have back home, they don't understand. And I know why I'm saying it. Back home, you can rent a house. They pay house yearly. You can rent a house and plead with your landlord if you can't pay at the due time,
Mm.
and plead, and they're going to give you time. Maybe they'll say, okay, at least, you're supposed to pay on the 30th or on the 1st. You can plead and go and pay on the 30th of next month or 15th. You can't try that one here now. It's due time for you to pay. You pay. If they take your name to this thing, you are gone. Your record is gone. So you have to. It's a month. There's nothing like my landlord. I beg, please. I don't have. I will pay. It does not exist. Do you
You're
understand?
welcome, Sissy.
Thank you so much, Mrs. C, for joining. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
The
So we've
Bob,
been on for almost 2 hours now. We said we want to do 1 hour, and she's going now. So we'll
yeah,
just try and keep up. Thank you very much. So far so good. What we have talked about or come up with, do what works for you. And some people, they've tried A works for them. Later in the year, A doesn't work anymore.
you switch
You're not
topic.
a tree. You can switch. You can move things around. Maybe it's your husband that has now upgraded. You too, you can upgrade. You don't need to remain in the same level. Do as you can, because A is doing it doesn't mean that you have to do it as well. You run it through your partner. That's all I can say. Run it through your partner. If he agrees, that's if you like it that way, or if your husband runs to you, and don't make it too I think difficult for your partner to be able to run some things through you. He might be struggling, he or she might be struggling, or would like such would I say such method. Maybe you guys want to give it a try. But with Kiki's one, like we said, if it's a 50-50, is a no for me. If I can carry 70, if I can, if things are a little bit, yeah, I can. I will obviously ask God to also help me so that I don't step on his toes. Trust me, when a man is struggling financially in one area, maybe it's for a month or 2 or 6 months, every little step you make or you take, if you even roll your eyeball to someone else, they could read meanings to it. So you're not too safe. So may God continue to help us. If you one way helping, I'm not praying that any of our partner is financially down, but they do say in life there's some sad time and there's some sweet times. It does also strengthen the relationship on how we handle things. In all, respect your partner. If it's a female, respect them, respect, and also have a relationship, be open to each other so you're able to know what is going on, so you can also know their feelings. When I mean feelings, I'm not talking about only emotional feelings towards you, but whatever they are going through that they might not want to say. I did say that some men, is why they don't tell their maybe wife at home where they are going through at work or outside. It's not because they don't love them, but it is because they don't want them to feel bad. They know it will dampen their spirit, so they don't want their spirit to be dampened. That's why they don't relate their struggles with their wife, and the wife doesn't like it. So it worth people discussing, and also try to notice maybe there's any would I say irregularity, so you can ask question and maybe they can open up to you. It's 50-50 is a no for me, but I still say I would love to contribute. And Ngozi said, we never lack. We will never lack. Amen. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, Ami, delicious Ami, for joining and for your contribution. I do appreciate that. And do you have anything you want to drop before I move to the co-host?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. I do appreciate. Well, the contribution I have is that let us be kind to each other. Let's be kind. Husband, be kind to your wife. Wife, be kind to your husband. If you live in Nigeria right now, the country is very depressing, especially if you live in Lagos. Before, I used to spend 40,000 on fuel in a month, or 50,000. Now, I and my husband, nothing less than 150. a
Mm.
month just on fuel. Just imagine somebody bringing out 150K from their salary just for fuel, and at the end, you will still go and add 50% to the money they gave you for market. Let us be kind. Let us be kind. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And True Life.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gores. Thank you, Delicious Army. Thank you so much for
Is
joining.
this true life?
Yeah.
That's True Life.
Oh, okay.
That's the True Life face.
Okay. Okay. True life, you're welcome.
Thank you, sis. So yeah, we've said it all. We all make a whole lot of sense. Very important points. Mine is that my take is that I feel it's not right for the man to come up with the idea of saying this, but as a woman, it's very, very good for you to support your family. You don't have to wait for him to carry all the load on his head. If you're doing something, please don't just relax, you know. And if you've not started doing anything, try and get yourself involved with something. Just engage yourself with something. If it's little business, if you want to be doing it in the house online, you can, if you know you can work, you can be working, you know, in any way, you know, you can support your family. Please do support, okay? Yeah, that is all I have to say. Thank you so much. Mrs. C, thank you for the super chat. God bless you. May your pockets
Thank you,
never
Mrs.
ever
for the super
dry.
chat. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mrs. for the super chat. Thank you, True Life, for your contribution. And we've done everything respectfully today. And we still have more that we have not discussed. So we're still coming back another time. I appreciate everyone who has joined through the chat comment section. Those who has make us to do the bus a little bit. We appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, the Bass family so pure. Thank you. Yemzi Varieties, you were here earlier. Thank you for joining. And Babas is Babas TV. Thank you. Versatile Nurse, you're welcome. God bless you. Play Grade 5. God bless you. Thanks for coming. And Chisom too was here earlier. She's at work. Thank you for your contribution. God bless you. And yeah, I've mentioned Baba's family and Ngozi creativity. God bless you, sis. Thanks for your contribution. And Ayodeji Makinwa, God bless you. Thank you for helping us to sprinkle some, would I say, fire on it? Thank you. And Delicious Amy, thank you for your contribution and joining the live stream. The
Oh,
What did you
mommy,
call it?
she's just coming. You're
Mommy Fechi, you're welcome. God bless you.
welcome.
Thanks for coming. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. We're about to round up now. Let me write a
Post,
message.
I will be in the comment section.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
We're
so
rounding up
Bye,
now.
much.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ngozi said I enjoyed the live stream. Thank you. We appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, Mommy Fechi. God bless you. So we're rounding up right now. Maybe if you have time later, you can listen to it. We're just discussing about splitting bills, if it was okay, and the generation that we're in, or where people that are abroad as well, how splitting bills has been a bit okay for them, but it's not what we grew up to meet. But right now things are changing. Why some still feel it's a man responsibility to cover all the bills, but the woman can support in any other way. We did some little discussion. So that's it from us. Thank you. She said she's going to replay. Thank you, True Life. God bless you. And I'll let you go. I hope I've not wasted your time. Thank you, everyone. God bless
Thank
you. Thanks
you.
for
Bless
coming. Bye
you.
bye. Bye bye.
Thank you.
So, thank you everyone that's joined. And we're not bringing any man down here. If any man feel comfortable to that they want their woman to support them financially, maybe with the bills, fine. And if any man feels that it's a 50-50 they want to do with their partner, they should discuss with their partner. They shouldn't expect their partner to know that, oh, he has to be 50-50, or if he's a wife that wants to do 50-50, have a discussion with your man, please. And if he's okay with it, don't just think because Kiki did it, so you can also do it. Everyone has their would I say what they can tolerate and for how long. Sometimes these things that we're talking about, it could be for a very short period of time. It might not be forever. Kiki might not be able to do it for 10 years. She might be doing it. I think our marriage is just about 2 to 3 years. So for now, she might be able to do it. Maybe in the next 5 years, she might not be able to do it anymore. If God raises her husband really high, and she might not even find it necessary to do that, everything is just being covered. So what she said then might not be in place anymore. So things can still switch and change. So is it with the man as well. So please, guys, do what you think is comfortable as at that time, but run it through your partner. Don't just think because you like it, he must follow it. He is also a man, or he's also a man, or she is also a woman. They're human. So run the wherever you like your desire through them, and don't make a fuss about it. Let them be able to have a say and be okay with it. There's a message from Musisi, and he said, don't mind, go rest basic. Okay. Even your class monitor was late too. I know now you were late, oh. You were late, but we pardon you today because you already used patcher to close my mouth. Thank you. Mommy Fetchy said, my class prefect monitor was late. He was late. He was late. I know people will be at work, so I understand. Thank you. So that's it for me. And okay, I got a message here. Okay. So that's it for me. And if you have anything you want to contribute, you can put that in the comment section. The other topic will not be able to discuss it today. I've got so many topics that I will bring up, but because of time, we're not able to treat. I think I might bring this on our next live stream, because I've actually responded to the lady, but I want us to treat it, and I know people are going to learn from it. Which is, can your house assistant share your matrimonial bed? So we'll be bringing that on maybe next week. Thank you very much, and do have a great weekend. God bless you. Bye.